Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am here with a couple good friends of mine, and we are here to do some live Magic the Gathering Commander gameplay. So pull up a chair, grab a drink and a snack, and enjoy. Hopefully with the bit of the rough setup, we can still give you some quality entertainment. So, starting with myself, today I will be playing the Selesnya Commander, Amara, Soul of the Accord. And basically, it's a token strategy. Whenever she gets tapped, she creates a 1/1 soldier with lifelink. Guys, you want to introduce your commanders?
My commander is Agnus, the Dragon's Lash. It is haste and haste accessories.
Hey.
Creatures with haste attacks, I get treasure tokens.
Haste and haste accessories. Love to see it.
Alright, and my commander is the Horde of Notions. It's a 5-color commander with the simple plan of I get a bunch of mana onto the field, play a bunch of big value elementals, and then when my enemies finally deal with them, I bring them back from the graveyard.
Heck yeah, you'd love to see that graveyard recursion. So, enough talk. Let's jump on in. Alright, so I will draw. And I will start off with the quintessential turn 1 Commander Soul Ring and pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna draw for turn. I'm going to play a Mystic Monastery. It enters the battlefield tapped, and I can tap it for blue, red, or white. And then I will pass turn.
Alright, I shall draw to do the funny thing and place a forest and pass turn.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so I will place a Blossoming Sands, gain 1 life. And then I will tap my forest and my soul ring to play a Jade Mage. For 2 colorless and a green, I could tap it to create a 1/1 Sapperling token. Pass turn.
Alright, I will untap and draw for turn. We are going to play a Swamp for turn, and then we are going to tap 2 mana to play the artifact Fellwar Stone. I can tap it to produce 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls would produce.
So you could tap it for black, red, green, or white. Anything but blue.
Yep. Anything but blue.
Big said, I shall be drawing, then I shall be placing down a mountain, and again I will be passing the turn.
Okay, you love to see it. Alright, I will play a Plains. Then we will tap the Blossoming Sands and a Forest to play my commander, Amara, Soul of the Accord. And, oof, I tapped the incorrect mana, but no ticksies backsies. So, Ian, I'm going to schwack you for 2 damage with my Jade Mage. And that will be turn.
Alright, I'm going to untap, draw for turn. Good God, this is a hand. Okay, I'm going to play a Frontier Bivouac for turn. And this is battlefield tapped. I can tap it for green, blue, or red. And then I'm going to tap my Swamp, my Mystic Monastery, and then I'm going to tap my Fellwar Stone for green to play Kodama's Reach. So I'm going to search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them. One gets put onto the battlefield tapped, and the other goes into my hand, and then I will shuffle. So I am going to put a Forest onto the battlefield tapped, and then I am going to put, as I go to look for it in my deck, let's go ahead and put a Plains into my hand. Then, only other thing I'm doing with my turn is shuffling, so I will pass turn to Ian as I clean up.
Very nice. Gotta love the ramp.
Oh yeah.
I will be placing down as a Tor's Proving Ground. It taps for a black, a red, or a green. It comes untapped, so I will be passing the turn.
Very, very nice. I will draw. I will untap and maybe remember the correct mana to use my creature's ability. Alright, we
No,
will. We'll play a plains. Then I will tap my soul ring and a forest to generate a sapling. Then I will move on to combat. Ian, I'm going to hit you for 2 again, and Austin, I'm going to hit you for 2 with my commander.
Okay.
When Amara becomes tapped, I will create a 1/1 soldier with lifelink, and I actually have all the fancy tokens I need. And that will be turn.
The custom tokens.
Okay. I will untap, draw for turn. Alrighty. We are going to play a plains for turn. And then I think we are gonna do the thing. And we are going to tap 5 mana
Oh no.
to play the Horde of Notions.
Okay.
So he has a 5/5 with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. And then I can pay 1 of each color mana to play an elemental card from my graveyard without paying its mana cost.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
With that, I'm going to move on to combat, and Kyle, I'm going to swing at you with the Horde of Notions.
Oh, you said it has haste?
It does have haste,
Oh.
and trample,
Big sad.
and vigilance.
2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and that's also 5 commander damage, so I'll make a note of that.
That it is.
Okay.
And I will pass turn from there. The Horde of Notions does not remain tapped because he has vigilance.
Very nice.
I shall untap and draw. And we will be doing.
I doubt that it will matter, Austin, but you can make the note that you're at 2 commander damage from me.
You can keep track of it on spell table.
Oh, I can.
Yep. If you click on your name,
My
it'll
name?
bring down a drop down.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then you just uptick the one that's affiliated with the commander you took damage from.
Okay, that's pretty hot.
Yep.
We're in fact learning things. I'm going to play an Ubrask Forge. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, put an oil counter on Ubrask Forge, and then create an X1 Red Phyrexian horror creature with trample and haste for X to the number of oil counters. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of that step. So we will get some dice
Does it get the oil counter on upkeep or combat?
on combat.
No. Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of combat, so an oil counter will be produced. I hope I have a token like right here. But anyways, it is a 1/1 Kyle.
Oh no.
Congratulations.
I have been selected.
You selected.
Alright, well, I gotta gain some of this life back, so I will block with my 1/1 soldier token and gain a life.
Very nice.
Will that be turn?
That will be turn.
Okay. We will draw. Okay. We will play a plains for turn. Then we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, well that Horde of Notions is a little bit sus if you ask me, so time to get some protection up. I will tap 6 and play the enchantment Collective Blessings. So creatures I control just get 3/3. Okay, and then I will not attack. So I will pass to you, Austin.
Okay. With those 3/3s, that puts you at 2 5/5s and a 3/4.
A 5/5, a 5/4, and a 4/4.
Oh, okay then.
Yes.
Alright, well, we are going to untap and then draw for turn. And then we're going to start by tapping all 6 mana. And we are going to play Phylath, World Sculptor.
Oh, lovely.
So when Phylath, World Sculptor enters the battlefield, I'm going to create a 0/1 green plant token for each basic land I control. So I'm going to get 3 plant tokens that are 0/1s when they enter the battlefield.
Also has a very important landfall trigger, if I'm not mistaken.
It does. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can put 4 1/1 counters on a plant that I control.
Very nice, very nice.
So, with that, let me get these. So, I'm going to use this orange die to represent the number of 0/1 plant tokens I have.
Okay.
And then, as my land for turn, I'm going to play a Nomad Outpost. It's going to enter the battlefield tapped, and I can tap it for a red, a white, or a black mana. Oh, and it looks like Antonio is getting me some plant tokens.
Oh, well, that works. We all got the official
All right.
tokens now.
Okay. Ian, do you have any blockers? Do you have a second one?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to be swinging at you this time with the Horde of Notions. So you'll be taking 5 damage. On the landfall proc, one of them will gain 4 1/1 counters. That will be the one represented by the one with the purple die on it. Okay, and then I will pass turn to Ian.
You said it was a 5/5, your commander?
Yes, my commander is a 5/5, Phylath World Sculptor is a 5/5, and then I have a 4/5 plant token and then 2 0/1 plant tokens.
That board just got suddenly a lot more scary.
It's fine, it's fine.
That's fine.
Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry, don't worry.
Classic words before the mistake.
Yep.
Alright, Ian, your go.
Alright, so I drew, I untapped, and I'm just going to be moving on to combat, where I will create a 2/1, but I will be tapping 2 to play Deadly Dispute as additional to cast this card, sacrifice an artifact or creature. I'm going to be sacrificing the creature, and I'm going to be drawing 2 cards and creating a treasure token.
Very nice.
And I have a treasure token somewhere.
I was about to say, having a little bit of trouble with your land drops.
You know,
Don't want to talk about it.
It's personal, alright?
it really is. And with 2 mana up, we're going to be doing something very risky. I'm going to be tapping and sacking the treasure token. Oh yes, because it didn't come in tap. And I'm going to be playing a Imperial Seal.
Oh.
I will look for a card, then put it on top of my library and lose 2 life.
I was about to say, this man's gonna frickin' use the most expensive black tutor in the game to go find some land.
No,
I
mean, you laugh.
I respect it. I respect it.
You laugh, but there have been plenty of times where I have Grim Tutored for a Soul Ring, just so that I had the mana to keep playing the game.
That's fair. Is that gonna be your turn, Ian?
Yep, I'm going to be searching and then discarding down the hand size.
Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna play a forest. Untap. I think I did that backwards, but oh well. Okay. So we will move on to combat Dito. Well, actually, Okay, actually, unfortunately, this will be slightly inefficient, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will tap 6. And I will play the sorcery Camaraderie. I will gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures I control, and creatures I control gain +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay, so I will go ahead and gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I will tap 2 to play Scavenging Ooze. So for 1 green mana, I can exile a target card from a graveyard. If it's a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and I gain 1 life. So about those elementals that are going to be in your graveyard.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're not gonna hit the graveyard.
Okay,
I'm not worried about that at all, guys.
Not at all. Okay, so Imara, a 6/6 is going to be sent at you, Austin, and we will go, and a 5/5 is going to be sent at you, Ian.
No.
Imara, when she is tapped during the attack, will create a 1/1 white soldier token. Okay, any blocks?
Let's see.
Have any blockers?
Oh, yes. It is a 6/6.
It's your commander you're swinging at me with, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does it have trample?
It does not have trample.
Okay. I will block with one of the 0/1 plant tokens.
Alright, well, obviously that 0/1 plant token is no longer with us. And Ian, you take 5.
Take.
Okay, and that's going to be turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap, draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse. So I can tap and sacrifice it to search my library for basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle, which is what I'm going to do now. And I am going to go find a mountain and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so this whole thing about these elementals and you not wanting me to let them hit the graveyard, we're gonna do something about that.
Oh, are we now?
So, to start, the Terramorphic Expanse and the mountain.
You got 2 landfall
both
drops.
entering the battlefield, I get 2 landfall drops. So I'm going to put 4 1/1 counters on each of the plant tokens I have on the battlefield. So one is going to have 4 1/1 counters, and then the other is going to have 8.
That's not spooky at all.
Sometimes the plants bite back. Okay. Now I'm going to tap 4 mana. Doesn't matter the colors. And I'm going to play a card called Scion of Draco.
Oh lord.
So, Scion of Draco for to start, it only costs me 4 mana. Because it normally costs 12 mana, but its spell cost is reduced by 2 for each basic land type I control.
Okay.
And because I have 4 different basic lands, it's reduced by in mana cost by 8. It is a 4/4 with flying, and then essentially it gives a keyword to each of my creatures based on what colors it has.
Okay.
So my white creatures get vigilance, my blue creatures get hexproof, my black creatures get lifelink, my red creatures get first strike, and then my green creatures get trample.
Well, howdy doody, that's quite a buff.
That it is.
Looking at that
And
5-color commander.
I was gonna say, if a creature has multiple colors, it gets the keyword affiliated with each color it has.
Well,
So-
you know, your commander had most of those words already, but...
That's fair. That's
Yep,
fair.
Yep.
Um,
There's some good fill-in.
stats of your blockers, Kyle.
I have a 5/5, a 4/4, and a 5/4.
Okay. So, I'm going to swing at you with Phylath and both plant tokens.
Good lord.
So, you have a 5/5 with first strike and trample,
Mm-hmm.
a 4/5 with trample, and an 8/9 with trample coming at you.
Good lord. Okay, so that's...
And then, Ian, you're going to have the Horde of Notions coming at you. It is a 5/5 with a lot of keywords.
God, the amount of health this man's about to gain is ridiculous.
Well, Horde of Notions is the only thing with life.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the only...
So I'm only gonna get 5 health now.
Okay. What was the color that gives first strike?
Red.
And are the plant tokens green and red or just green?
Just green, so
Okay.
they only have trample.
They only have trample. Okay. So I will put my 4/4 lifelinking soldier in front of the smaller plant, which should kill it. And I will take that's 8 and 5. You said, right?
8 and 5. You said it's a 4/4 you're
Yeah,
blocking
a 4/4.
with?
Yes.
Okay. The smaller plant token is a 4/5.
Oh. Well, never mind then. Alright, so I will be taking 13 damage, and then I will be healing 4.
Okay.
Okay, so we go down to
And then,
27.
Ian, you do not have any blockers, do you?
I already took damage.
Okay. If that's the case. That is 5 commander damage, and then I will heal myself for 5 via the Horde of Notions. Alright, and with that, I will pass my turn.
Alright, Ian,
Will
I believe.
draw my card. Then I will tap out to play Glittering Stockpile.
Oh.
Probably the wrong card to choose, but we do things here.
Well, you know,
We
it
will-
does give you mana.
It does. It gives me a lot of mana when I don't need it, so I'll be tapping it just to put the gold counter on it. Or I think it's a gold counter. A stash counter.
Okay.
We will be moving on to combat, and I will be creating a 3/1 with trample and haste. So Kyle, what are your blockers?
I have a 5/5 and a 5/4. Honest to God, you really don't have a good target.
I really don't. I will be then just letting it.
Letting the past die, killing it if you have to.
You know, we
Maybe-
do a little bit of trolling.
Maybe Kylo Ren was onto something. Okay, is that your turn?
It is my turn.
Okay, we are going to draw. Alright, we are going to untaparoo. Alright. You know, sometimes the greatest of decisions requires the strongest of wills, or hardest of decisions requires the strongest of wills. Alright, so, let's see here. Alright, Austin, you are going to have a 6/6 and a 5/5 coming at you.
Okay.
That's going to create a soldier token.
I will go ahead and take the 11.
Take the 11. You love to see it.
6 of it commander, correct?
6 of it, commander. Oh yeah, that's right. Frickin'. Wait, no, my bad. It's only 5 this time because that was a temporary buff.
Okay.
So 2 5/5s. If I don't know if that changes anything.
No.
Okay.
think it will.
So take the 10, 5 commander.
Okay, so I will go down to 33.
Okay, and you know, I think it needs to be done. I am going to tap 3 and play the sorcery Citywide Bust, destroying creatures with toughness 4 or greater.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I think this should be.
That wipes my board.
It wipes my own board too.
Okay. The Horde of Notions will go back to the command zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then both plant tokens will die.
Guys,
The
I've been defeated.
Phylath will die, and the sign of Drake.
You know, I think it needed to be done.
I can respect it.
Amara will also go back to the command zone, and I will pass to you, Austin.
Okay. I'm going to untap and draw for turn. Okay. We are going to play a Seaside Citadel as our land for turn. Enters the battlefield tapped, and I can tap it for green, white, or blue mana.
Very nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then we are going to tap for 2 mana. And we are going to discard an Ember Swallower to cast Thrill of Possibility. And I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Good deal.
Okay. And then I'm going to tap 3 mana to play Selvala, Explorer Returned.
Very nice.
So she is a 2/4 Elf Scout, and she has a Parlay ability. I can tap her, and when I do, each player reveals the top card of their library. For each non-land card revealed this way, I add a green mana and I gain a life, and then we each draw the card we revealed.
You know, I'll allow it. It's nice to see.
Yeah,
No.
little bit of something for everybody at the table.
Very nice.
And then I will pass turn to Ian.
Oh my goodness, guys. Look at my 4 mana. My,
Mana. Ian's one weakness.
you know, do a little bit of everything here.
He guides others to a treasure he cannot possess.
Exactly.
With literal treasure.
Treasure. Yes, so
I think that's the best part.
Exactly.
3 and 4, so the commander's coming out,
Very nice.
and we will be entering Combatito.
Oh, he does have haste, doesn't he?
Yeah, we will.
Oh.
Actually, I have 2 haste creatures now.
Oh,
Repressed.
yeah, you got the forge.
So I have a 4/1 and a 3/3.
Chuckles, I'm in danger.
Kyle, how would you like to be taking 7 damage?
Yowza.
Being a commander?
Alright, 3 of it, commander, okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Alright, well, I will take 7 and go down to 24.
I will create 2 tapped treasure tokens, and then pass turn, letting the thing fizzle out.
Okay, I will draw. Okay, we will just leave that 3 tapped to play a Commander's Sphere. Then we will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will play a chonky dude. I will play Spore Mound. It is a 3/3 with my Collective Blessings. It is a 6/6, and it has the landfall ability. Austin, your camera just turned off.
Oh, that might be... Uh-oh. 1 second.
Ruh-roh.
No worries. Technical difficulties. Stand by.
This is where the elevator music kicks into overdrive.
Yep. Definitely.
I
I'm gonna
swear
try rejoining
I
the
had-
game.
Did your, something crash, or?
Error fetching device.
Uh-oh.
Something's going on with my webcam.
Did it, unplug itself? Sounded like it was in, a precarious position.
Maybe.
Only a little bit.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
That's what I am in the middle of doing. Let's see. Oh, looks like I fixed it.
Well, that's
I just have
good.
to
Oh, there we go. He's back.
Hey, we back, boys.
Back at
Alright,
it
so what was
again.
the play?
So I played a 6/6 Spore Mound. It has a landfall ability that whenever I play a land, I create a 1/1 Saproling creature token. And that will be turn.
Okay. What did you say it sets for?
6/6.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Okay. Alright, we're gonna start by tapping Selvala.
Okay.
So we're each gonna reveal the top card of our library. And for each non-land card, I'm going to gain a green mana and a life.
Oh, you got a sorcery.
Okay, and I got a creature.
And I got an artifact. Alright, so that's 3 non-lands, so I will gain 3 life. And I have 3 green mana I can spend. And then we each draw that
Lovely.
card.
Oh, yes.
So I am going to use that 3 green mana I just got to play a Relic of Legends. I can tap it for 1 mana of any color, or I can tap an untapped legendary creature I control to add 1 mana of any color to
Camera just died
my
again.
pool. So we're going to tap 2,
Your cam
3,
died
4, 5, 6. Got. Come on.
Just do what you did the last time, but better.
This time it said I was exiled.
You were exiled.
Yeah, it gave me a message saying either I was booted or something.
Alright,
How
well,
about
you're
now?
back. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said before, I'm tapping 6 and another mana for 7 to replay the Horde of Notions.
And he now has elementals in the graveyard.
And then I think with that, we are going to chill for a turn. And I'm gonna
Chill.
pass.
Peace in our time.
Yep, peace in our time.
We will be drawn. But you are not a land. I do not need you. However, we are attacking. At the end of my turn, I forgot to discard down the inside, so I did that.
An ancient copper dragon that you just discarded.
We don't talk about that.
That's rough, buddy.
That is the big sad.
You know,
See, I got the fancy D&D art one.
we make some sacrifices around here. But what to do?
That is the question.
You only have 1 block. Oh,
I have a 6/6.
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
has a 5/5.
Alright. Do I do the funny thing?
I think the answer is yes, you always do the funny thing.
I think we really do. But I do have to do that sorcery speed, which is not that cash money. But so we will be tapping Glittering Stockpile again. I will be putting actually, let's do it funny. So it's 1. I'm going to be cracking the 2 treasure tokens for red. 3, 4, 5. We are going to play Ubrask the Hidden.
Oh no.
He is a 4/4. Creatures you control have haste, and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
That's slightly annoying.
Only slightly.
Kill it with fire.
I would very much appreciate if you did not.
Rip them apart for spare parts. Oh no, too soon?
Maybe, just maybe.
Alright, just for that comment, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that one. Just for
That's a spiteful play if I've ever seen one.
Hey,
a
like,
little bit of spiteful
at
bias.
least 3 Praetors were torn apart for parts. So.
But the fact that Ubrask was one of them.
I know. Urbrask Hero Arc when.
Yeah. I will be tapping a red to place Sticky Fingers. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has menace, and when this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
Oh, that's not fun.
Dies, draw a card. So we will be moving on to combat, taking up Ubrask Forge. I now have a 5/1 with trample and haste. So we will be sending. Ubrask and the token at Austin for a total of 9 damage.
And that how will you respond, Mr. Austin?
Oh, they're coming at me. I didn't
Yes.
hear that part. My bad.
Oh, okay.
What's coming? What are the stats?
A 4/4 with menace and a 5/1 with haste and trample.
I'll take the 9.
Alright, I will be creating 2 treasure tokens that are tapped again. And that will be turn.
Alright. Jolly good show. Alright. So, we are still lacking a land drop, which is slightly annoying for my chonky boy. So we are going to tap the Commander Sphere for green, and then we're going to sack it to draw a card. Okay, then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to sit back and slowly build my army, and I will play a Verdant Force. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 green Sapperling token. And that will be it.
Okay. I will untap and draw for turn.
And I will create a Sapperling.
Okay. Alright. This land's been sitting in my hand for a long time, and I kind of want to play it, so we're going to go ahead and play it now. As my land for turn, I'm going to play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth.
Very nice.
So, it's a legendary land, and basically every land on the battlefield is also considered a forest. Okay. We're going to go ahead and tap Selvala. So everybody reveal the top card.
I got a creature.
I have
got a forest.
I have a sorcery.
Alright, so 2 life and
So
2 green
2
mana.
life and 2 green mana. Good, good. Alright, I'm going to use that 2 green mana with 2 white mana and a blue mana to cast Time Wipe.
I saw the time wipe and I knew this was coming.
Yep. So, well, I had an answer in my hand anyway, but this one feels way better.
Okay.
So, I'm going to return a creature I control to my hand, and then all creatures are going to get destroyed. So I'm going to choose to return the Horde of Notions to my hand, and then everything else creature-wise gets destroyed.
Well, you got rid of Urbrask, but at what cost?
For now.
5 mana, Kyle.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah.
Two of which I didn't even have to pay.
Oh, well, look at you. Wheeling and dealing.
Alright. From there, we are going to pay a blue, a white, a black, a green, and a red to replay the Horde of Notions.
Oh, no.
And then,
He can't keep
Because
getting away with
I-
this.
because I notice I can do this thing, we're going to move on to combat, and I'm going to swing at you with the Horde of Notions for 5, Kyle.
Oh, phooey. Alright, I will go down to 19, and I will go to 10 commander damage.
Alright. Everybody has a 9 as their second digit, and you two have the same health. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
That is what we seek to do here today.
Okay, and then let's see, how much mana do I have left? I have 3 mana left. I can't do anything with that right now, so I will pass turn.
Alright, we will be drawing a card again. And we were drawing a bunch of cards. This is gonna hurt.
Oh no.
So I have now 3 treasure tokens.
Is it gonna hurt him or hurt us? That's the question.
I think it's just gonna hurt.
Exactly. I'm gonna put
It's not really
4
inclusive as to who.
We can be very inclusive here. Oh, you guys are lucky. Yeah, that's sorcery speed. My goodness.
Alright, that herb asks for just getting to the point where it's gonna start being worrying.
That's true.
Only slightly.
It's now, so yes, now it's 6-1 this turn.
I may have a solution to the problem though.
I mean, come on, I'm playing white and green. I should have artifact removal.
And
Camera died again.
thing went off. And, yeah. We just do a little bit of trolling. We're gonna uptick it again for 1.
You're back.
3. We are going to be playing the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I don't have that particular token, nor do I think I ever will. So I'm going to be creating a 2/2 red, a Goblin Shaman. With when this creature attacks, create a treasure token.
You're telling me you don't have that specific 2/2 red goblin shaman token from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty?
You know, I don't have a shrine token as well.
Those are actually worth money, I'm told.
I know.
They are. It's unfortunate.
We are going to be.
That's why he doesn't have it.
Exactly. We are going to be upticking, going into combat to create a 6/1. Hey Austin.
Hey Ian.
How would you like to take 6 damage?
I wouldn't, but out of respect for my commander, I will.
Okay. So you take 6 damage.
Okay, I will go down to 23.
So, on my second main phase, I will choose 2 creature cards in my graveyard. That being Urbrask and the Ancient Copper Dragon. And I will be tapping 3 mana, cracking a treasure token, to play Victimize, sacrificing that token, and then bringing them onto the battlefield tapped.
Wait, that goes onto the battlefield tapped?
It goes onto the battlefield tapped. Choose 2 target creatures in your graveyard. Attack the creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped.
That's not okay.
Okay.
That's not okay.
I don't know if that's legal, my friend. And yes, I know it's legal, but...
You got a license for that?
You got a license for that, Ancient Copper Dragon?
Hopefully, officer. That shall be turn.
Ah, God.
Ian, I have enlightening news.
What?
You know the Kamigawa Shrine token that you don't have?
You have one?
I'm literally holding one in my hand right now.
Nice.
Oh, Lord.
Antonio found one in our collection.
Of course he did.
The power of money.
Alright, so, unfortunately, I do... God. That frickin' Urbrask just ruined everything. Because, obviously, I want to get rid of the Ancient Copper Dragon. However, I also want to have a board to defend.
For comma.
See, I could deal with it, but if I deal with it, I can't deal with the Forge.
Interesting. Interesting conundrum we found ourselves in here. Alright, What I am going to do is... Your camera is having a real fun time, Austin.
You're breaking up a lot for me, Kyle.
Your camera's out again.
We need
Oh,
to
my
send more scores.
camera went out.
Yep.
Come on.
Alright, so... We will...
Wait a minute. I think I know the problem.
Oh.
Ah. There.
What was the problem?
Or at least I think that might be the problem.
You're still out.
Yeah, I'm rejoining. My VPN wasn't connected.
Oh. Well, that will do
So
it.
that might be part of why I'm having connection issues.
Just might be.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
I can.
Once again, we hopefully welcome you back.
I have returned.
Well, your name popped back up, but your camera's off.
Seriously, it shows that my camera's working. And that you guys have your cameras off.
Okay, now it's back on.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to tap 2 to play Dawn of Hope. It's an enchantment. When I gain life, I can pay 2, and if I do, I can draw a card. And I can pay 4 mana and create a 1/1 life-linking soldier. Then I will tap 4 to replay Imara, Soul of the Accord, but she comes in tapped, which is unfortunate. And then I will pass to you, Austin.
Okay, I will untap. Before I disconnected, did you hear what I had to say, Kyle? About
the ability to get rid of the forge or the dragon.
Oh yeah, I can get rid of the dragon, but I'm not gonna just be getting rid of the dragon if I do. And if I do that, I can't get rid of the other thing. I can't get rid of the forge.
I don't have anything to get rid of the forge, but I do have a way to deal with either the dragon or Urbrax, so I'd recommend focusing the forge.
Okay, if that is the case, I will play a swamp as my land for turn. Then I'm going to tap for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to cast Merciless Eviction. So I can choose to either exile all artifacts, exile all creatures, exile all enchantments, or exile all planeswalkers. I will opt to exile all artifacts.
That's actually kind of rough. My soul ring!
So I will lose my Fillwar Stone and my Relic of Legends. More importantly, we exile the Forge.
We did it, boys.
Okay. Okay. And then we are going to pay 5 mana, 1 of each color, to use the Horde of Notions ability. We are going to play an elemental card from my graveyard without paying its mana cost.
Oh no.
That elemental card...
What other elementals did you have besides Phylath?
The Ember Swallower.
Oh,
That
yeah.
I ended up discarding. Which... You know what? We're going to go ahead and play him.
Alright, what does he do
We're
again?
going to play the Ember Swallower. So he is a 4/5. I can pay 7 mana, 2 of it red, to give him Monstrosity 3.
Oh.
So, Monstrosity, if I pay the mana cost, I will give him a number of 1/1 counters and equal to the Monstrosity value. And then when he becomes monstrous, each player has to sacrifice 3 lands.
You can't do this to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, poor Ian.
Oh, he comes into the battlefield tapped.
The man's already suffering. Alright.
Ian, do you have any defense?
I have a 2/2.
A 2/2. Okay, I'm going to swing at you with the Horde of Notions.
Fantastic. It has trample, right?
It does.
You know, the sad thing is I don't think I can afford.
Just remember, Ian, I'll do it. I'll do it.
What's your commander damage sitting at, Ian?
Um,
From Austin.
a crisp 15.
Oh, Lord.
Crispy.
2 more hits. Well, a couple more hits in general and you're out of the game.
Yeah. Is that turn?
Yeah, that's turn.
Oh, that giggle.
Sorry, Antonio's laughter is contagious. He's laughing at the monstrosity play. He's looking at Ian's board.
That's not very funny. It's not very funny.
I'm sorry. It shouldn't be that funny, but it...
Yeah. Fable Mirror Breaker gets its second counter. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do draw that many cards, I will be discarding a treasure hauler and that which was taken, and I will be drawing 2 cards. Hopefully get me out of this predicament. I will be playing a swamp. I don't know what I should do.
You must attack, my son.
I really have to. I really don't have any choices left.
Those are some nice lands you got there, Ian.
Leave them alone.
Be ashamed if you had to get rid of them.
It would be. It really would be.
At least you get to pick which one you like the most.
That's no funny. Alright, we're just going to move on to combat. Actually, wait, before that. Will we? Or will we not? That is the question. Since I suppose that this has to happen this way. I'll be tapping 3 and playing a Deathbloom Gardener. She is a 1/1 with Death Touch, and I can tap her to add 1 mana of any color.
You gotta get those mana dorks out before you lose the lands.
You know.
Well, when you put it that way.
You just have your commander up.
Currently, yeah.
So Kyle, you're gonna be taking. You don't have any creatures, right?
I have a creature, but it's tapped.
Okay, well, yeah. You're gonna
That's
be
unfortunate.
Yeah, with a 2/2 goblin and Austin. You don't have any reach creatures, correct?
I do not.
Okay, you're going to be hit with the ancient copper dragon.
Oh boy.
Yep,
I forgot
so
that thing's on the field.
It is still on the field.
So that's 6 damage?
That is 6 damage, and that is. I will be rolling the dice on the thing.
What was swung my way again?
2/2.
2. Alright, I'll take 2.
I got 17! Let's go!
Oh my gosh, that's some treasure tokens.
So much value. What shall we do now? Well, I guess with my last 2, before I lose them all, I'm going to play a... Oh, I could have swung with this as well. Oops. I'm going to be summoning out a Horde Robber. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. It is a 1/3. And... You only destroy 3 land?
Yeah.
That is correct.
3
If I
land.
pay the monstrosity cost.
Okay. We are going to be... Do they come in tapped?
I don't think so.
It just creates it, yeah. Oh, actually, what is... Oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna be losing land. Alright, that's gonna be turn for me.
Alright, well, Ian, I wanted you to damage Austin, but I can't let you keep that dragon. So I'm going to tap 1 for a Path to Exile on your end step.
What does that do?
Well, it exiles the dragon, but you can go find a land and put it onto the battlefield tapped, so...
Thank you.
Land, you say?
Yeah.
Funny thing that you did.
Small price to pay to get that dragon off the field. But freaking gosh darn Urbrask just being an absolute not team player.
Exactly. I'm gonna be...
He's a menace.
doing
A menace, I tell you.
you know, we do a little bit of trolling. Chat, I suppose.
Okay, so we're
Cards.
gonna tap 5 to play Maja, Brigard Protector. Other creatures I control gain +1/+1 and has a landfall to create a 1/1 warrior when I play land. Unfortunately though, comes in tap thanks to the not heroic Urbrask at all.
Dad.
And then I will play a Plains, which will spawn me a 1/1 warrior, who will also come in tapped. Okay. Ian, what do you have up?
I have a 4/4, a 1/3, and a 1/1 with Death Touch.
Oh, yeah, 1/1 with Death Touch, yeah. None of that, please. Alright, Austin, on to you.
Okay. We will untap. We will draw for turn. Okay. Okay. I'm going to play a Crumbling Necropolis. Enters the battlefield tapped, and I can tap it for blue, black, or green. And then I'm going to tap a total of 10 mana. And I am going to play a Primeval Spawn.
What does this do?
So, Primeval Spawn is a 10/10 with Vigilance, Trample, and Lifelink.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, he enters the battlefield tapped because of Urbrask.
Yes.
The first effect doesn't matter right now because I ended up casting him. But if he leaves the battlefield, I get to exile the top 10 cards of my library, and I can cast any number of spells for free from those 10 spells as long as the total mana cost of the spells I cast equals 10.
That's dangerous.
Yep.
Where to say imprisoned on the moon when you need it.
And then we're going to just stand here menacingly.
You get to keep your lands for 1 more turn.
I know. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, Fable and Mirror Breaker will switch. Will exile itself and switch back. It has haste, so I can use tapped ability.
Is it still a enchantment creature?
It is still an enchantment creature. creature, yes.
Okay.
Why? I
Mm,
need to know that.
no, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. It better be nothing at all. I will unmenacingly tap 3 to play a dark steel plate.
Okay.
Menacingly.
Not menacingly.
Exactly. With 2 white mana of.
I have 2 white mana and a forest.
Scares me. We will be cracking a total of 10 treasure tokens.
Good gosh.
Yeah.
Well, what is it with you people and very scary 10 mana cracks?
We will be playing the Tarrasque.
Oh gosh. I feel very inadequate at this table right now.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, and we will be tapping 3 mana to equip the Dark Steel Plate to the Tarrasque.
Does the Tarrasque have haste?
Rask is indestructible now. Yes, he has haste because of Rask.
Oh
It
no,
has-
you're right.
Oh no, it has haste regularly.
Oh.
Even he so much better.
Even better, yeah.
Oh no.
So the Tarrasque has haste, ward 10, and indestructible now. And when it attacks,
Ward
it
10.
takes,
Good gosh.
yeah. That's odd. Before that, we are going to be cracking 4 treasure tokens to play a Solemn Simulacrum. I will be searching my library for a basic land card, putting it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffling.
God, I honestly don't know how to respond to this table anymore.
I will be playing down a forest.
Kyle, I would see you as the unsung hero if you did something about that board.
I mean, if God.
I think I need to get rid of his lands as punishment.
Well, I mean, well, actually, no. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think I have any mass exiles. Yeah, no, because that'd be the only thing that can get through it. I sure as heck can't pay Ward 10.
What are the stats of the Tarrasque?
10/10,
Ah,
and it fights once it attacks.
of course.
So it gets a free kill spell when it attacks. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, it does. So Austin, about
Be
your
gentle.
next turn.
Okay.
I am going to be swinging at you with well, first up to the Tarrasque, Horde Robber. Yeah, the Tarrasque and the Horde Robber. It's going to fight your, what's the monstrous creature stat again?
A 4/5.
A 4/5. Yeah, I'm gonna be fighting that.
Don't
Okay
worry.
then.
You
What are the stats of the Horde Robber?
1/3.
Any keywords?
When it hits you, it makes me create a treasure token.
Okay, we're gonna live life a little dangerously here. So it's gonna fight the Ember Swallower.
Yeah.
The Ember Swallower is gonna die,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to block the Horde Robber with the Horde of Notions, and then I'm gonna take the 10 from the Tarrasque.
Yikes on trikes.
Yeah. And then on the second main phase, I should have swung at you, Kyle. Never mind.
Oh well.
I will be cracking a treasure token to tap the reflection, and I will create a copy of Solemn Simulacrum, searching me another basic land.
Well, I should have responded sooner, but yeah, the token will go through, but I will tap.
I wasn't swinging the token.
Well, no. I mean the action itself will go through the ability, but I will tap 2 to play Aura Mutation targeting the reflection. So the reflection will be destroyed. What was the cost of it, CMC?
3.
All right, and I will create 3 saprolings.
How dare you profiting off my demise?
Mr. Tarask over there. I'll profit all I want.
I mean, it's destroyed?
Yes, the reflection is destroyed.
Gotcha. That's not very cash money. That's not very cash money at all.
Had to do something. Austin, your camera's out.
I am returning.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That will be turned then.
That will be turned. Okay. Alright, so we will draw. Okay. Alright, well, now might be time to strike while the iron is hot. What? How many defenders you got up, Ian?
I have a 1/1 with Death Touch, a 2/2, a 4/4, and a 2/2.
So you got 4 up. Okay. That's 3, 4. Alright. So what we are going to do, we're going to play a Plains. That will create another human warrior. Okay, but it comes in tapped. Then we will tap 2 for a Selesnya Guild Mage. The bottom abilities do not require tapping, so I can use them right away. And I will tap, oh, I won't tap it, I will pay for 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will give all my creatures +1/+1 until the end of turn. Then I will tap 3 and play Hornet's Nest. It's Defender, and whenever it's dealt damage, create that many insect creature tokens with Flying and Death Touch. Alright, Austin, I am leaving it in your capable hands. I'm going to try all I can. So, Ian, you have 3 6/6s. So that's 3, 4, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so you got 3 6/6s, a 7/8, and a, so 3 6/6s, a 7/8, and so it should be +5. All right, yep, and a 7/7 and a 6/6. So running that back down, 4 6/6s, a 7/8, and a 7/7.
Not very cash money again.
That Tarask is just too powerful.
Yeah. 4 6/6s.
Yep.
I don't think I'm making it out of this.
That was what? 7 attackers?
Mm-hmm. 7 attackers,
And
4
he's got
blockers.
3 blockers, 4 blockers, okay.
Yep. So, oh yeah, that's 18 at least at the minimum. So.
Yep.
GG.
GG, my man. Quite threatening there at the end.
That it was. Jesus. So what are the stats of your current block? The things you have left.
Well, I mean, Ian, for posterity's sake, do you want to kill something with the Death Toucher?
Your commander.
Okay. What I have up, Austin, I have nothing up. Because of frickin' Herb-esque.
Oh, that's awkward.
Wait, that's a 10-10 and a 5-5, right?
Yeah.
Ah, gosh darn it. Yeah, so that would have came in tapped. That also came in tapped. Alright, well, yeah, maybe I overcommitted there, but let's cross our fingers and hope you can't pull 2 damage out.
Are you passing turn?
Yeah, that's turn.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Kyle, if you don't have a response, I do believe this is going to be GG.
Oh, no.
Untap, draw, and then we are going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to play the enchantment Mirari's Wake.
Alright, yep, that's GG.
Yep. So creatures I control will get +1/+1. Whenever I tap a land for mana, it will tap 2. It gets to tap for an extra mana that it can produce. I'm gonna speed things up. I'm just gonna fast forward, and Kyle, I'm gonna full swing at you with the Horde of Notions and the Primeval Spawn for exactly 17.
Exactly 17. Alright, and that leaves you as the victor. GG, boys.
GG's.
That
was a fun game.
It was.
That was a fun game. I definitely think it would have kept going for a little bit back and forth there if...
I think I definitely miscalculated. I thought for some reason in the back of my head he would still be alive, but that did not work out in my favor in the end. But you know, that's how the crumble cookies, as the very least.
Yep. My plan was, after I got the Mirari's Wake out there, was if the game was still going on, I was just gonna put Phylath and the Ember Swallower back onto the field because I had enough mana. With Mirari's Wake onto the field, I would have had enough mana to pull 2 things from my graveyard.
Alright.
And
Well,
then Phylath would have made me a bunch of blockers.
Well, there we go. It would have just worked. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, thank you ever so kindly to tuning in for our first Magic the Gathering match. I do appreciate your patronage as always. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like and a comment down below, and if you are so inclined, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye!